Okay, it's video number 7. Dr. Glenn Livingston from BecomeARealCoach.com in the Build Your Website series. And we just did two things that I actually want to undo now that you know how to do them. I'm going to take the picture off the blog in this location because it pushes the first post too far down. And I want to show you how to manage the categories so that you don't have to actually leave categories like ugly animals or cheese or things like that that don't belong on the site. So if you go to posts and then categories over here, you'll come to this screen here. So here's the all post screen, and then here's the post categories screen. And all you need to do is click on the ones that you want to delete. And we don't have to have the ugly animals. And let's say we're just going to have the categories associated with the format types for now. So I'm going to go like that and choose delete, and then we are good to go. And then we should have just the categories that we want, so that works. And I'm actually going to take Sharon out of the header because we can put her on the about page more easily, or we could also put her in the sidebar. So let's show you how to do that. So let's go appearance and go to the header. And let's just scroll down and choose remove header image. Usually the image is still there if you happen to want to put it up later. And now she should be gone like that. Okay. Now I'm a happy camper again. Okay. So then the next thing I want to show you to do is to add a few hidden pages that you will be able to use later on. And these are for coaches in particular. Let's go to pages and add new. And let's call this payments, and we'll say this is where people will pay. We will put buy now buttons, etc. And then on the bottom here where it says page visibility, I'm just going to click hide everywhere that the pages are listed, and you'll notice that even though the page does exist, it doesn't show up in the navigation, and that's exactly what I wanted. But if I were to click on view page, I'm going to open that, and I'm right clicking and opening that in a new tab, then you'll see that all in Man Emotional Eating /payments, that URL here, it does exist, and I could email that to someone and send that to them. And that's what I wanted, a hidden page. The other pages that I don't want to show up in the navigation bar are legal pages. So I'm going to create a page. Now you need to talk to your attorney to figure out exactly what to put on these pages, but I'm going to create a disclaimer, and we'll say disclaimer goes here. Okay, we're going to hide this everywhere the pages are listed because we don't want to have that in the main navigation area. And I'm going to add another page called disclosure and full testimonial and typical results disclosure goes here, and put that over there, publish that, and then I'm going to add another page that says privacy. Say privacy policy goes here, and let's add that. Okay, and that should all have been, whoops, I think that I need to change that to hide everywhere where pages are listed. Update that. And let's just go make sure we did okay with all the pages. Privacy disclosure, did we hide that? Yes, we did. And let's go to all pages. Did we hide disclosure? We hid the disclaimer, I'm pretty sure. I guess we need to double check it, and we did. And how about the privacy disclosure and disclaimer. Okay, so I think we are okay. I guess we can double check by making sure none of those showed up on the navigation. Yes, we're good with that. Good to go. Good to go. Now, you probably do want to link to those three areas, to those three policies. Um, and the way that you would do that is in the widgets menu in the sidebar. I would create in the text over here, I would change this to legal. And what you need to do, well, let's save that for a second and we'll come back and fix this in a minute. What we need to do first is gather the URLs of each of the pages we want to link to. And let's see here. So we're going to link to the disclaimer. The URL is underneath the view link. So if I right click on the view link and I choose copy link address, just put this in here for a moment. Okay, so disclaimer is here. And then privacy is here. And then we also needed the full disclosure. Yes, we did underneath the view link. Right click and copy the link address. And then disclosure. Okay. And then you'll have to talk to your own attorney to determine whether this is the case for you, but my attorneys have always told me those are the three legal documents that I really need. And so that's what I put in there. And now I can go back to the sidebar and the widgets. And under the text, I can do this instead. I can go href, don't worry about what this means, equals quote. And then I can copy the disclaimer. Let's put the privacy first. Put the privacy policy there. End quote. And you have to do this exactly as it is. We'll call this privacy. And then closing tag is /a and then br just so it goes to another paragraph, another line. And I'm just going to copy and paste that, and now I'm going to change the URL 3 times. So instead of privacy, now we're going to have the disclaimer. Double check that's all that's different. Yes, it is. So let's go and make that disclaimer. Okay, and then this should probably just say disclosure. Let me just double check. Disclosure, yes it does. Okay. And the stuff between the tags here, this will disclaimer, and then this should say disclosure. And let's see if that formats the way that we want it to. And you see at the bottom, yes, we have privacy disclaimer and disclosure now at the bottom. And you'll see if I click on privacy link, for example, that brings me to the privacy policy. And that'll bring me to the disclaimer. And now that brings me to the disclosure. Good. So now you have your legal documents on the site. I see one thing. We have this Hello World post. We don't really need to have that anymore. So let's take that out. Let's go to the posts, all posts, and Hello World. Let's throw that in the trash. Okay. Now we're actually getting a website up and running. We haven't populated it with real content yet. I know you're all itching to do that, but you've got your pages configured, you've got your navigation bar configured, you've got your sidebar configured, and if I refresh, we should get rid of the Hello World post. Yes, we did. And if I click on the home page, we have a sticky post on the top, and we are good to go. So one more thing before I go. Sorry for the pause. I just wanted to go look up the domain name. What I wanted to give you before the end of this video was a place where if you don't want to actually go out and hire an attorney, there are, it's always safest to hire an attorney and have them customize something for you. But this is kind of the next best thing, which is a this is our link again, which is www.takecareofthelegalcrap.com. www.takecareofthelegalcrap.com will take you to a site with. Oh, I'm sorry. Well, it'll be there next time you go there. And if you go to takecareofthelegalcrap.com, there's a site that sells a set of templates that you can customize, and they keep them up to date, and you can always download them, and pretty much anything that you need for the internet side of your business should be there. So I used them when I was getting started and I didn't have money, and I thought that that would be a good reference for you. So take care of thelegalcrap.com, and excuse me for not having that forwarded on time to show it in the video, but take care of thelegalcrap.com. I'll just leave that as a great big mystery for you. Thanks.